Good evening, folks. I'm going to weigh in just a little bit on the U.S. Navy frigate issue that's kind of come up this last week. I got a slightly different headgear on today, and we'll get back to that later. But if you didn't know, the U.S. Navy has decided to can the Constellation-class frigate that they were planning on procuring. They are still going to build 2 vessels, I believe, that are already under construction, but they canned the project. And so what's the U.S. Navy going to use for frigates now? That's the question. They are going to go with the National Security Cutter design, a variant of that. It's already in service with the U.S. Coast Guard. It's a existing ship. They're going to modify it. It's going to have additional weapons and additional sensors and stuff. The idea, though, is hopefully they can get that into production quicker and faster and cheaper. Well, what's the big ruckus all about? The big ruckus is, well, this isn't a warship, it's not going to be as well armed, but the alternative is, well, the Constellation class, it wasn't getting off the ground. The U.S. Navy couldn't even figure out what they wanted on it. They couldn't finalize a design. It's a big mess. My 2 cents on this topic are as follows. Doesn't matter how many VLS cells the thing has. It doesn't matter really what it carries. It's already got something on it. It's got guns. It's got a phalanx on it. Add some, vertical launch systems so it can self-defend. Maybe Sea Sparrows or something like that. It doesn't need SM2. It doesn't have to have Aegis. Everyone freaks out about it. Well, it doesn't have Aegis. It doesn't have SM2s. It doesn't have like 50 VLS cells. It doesn't have 100 VLS cells. That's not the point. It's a frigate, guys. It's got to be built, and it's got to be built in large numbers to keep up with the Chinese. And that kind of leads into my main thoughts on the subject. It doesn't matter what ship it is. We've got to be building them. Our shipbuilding capability is the problem. Our ability to build vessels fast and build enough of them and to be able to also repair battle damage on them is a huge gap. Not the ship. The sort of ship or the specs of the ship doesn't really matter as much as the fact that you've got them. You got to have crews on them. You have to have officers on them. They have to be in the water and they have to be ready to fight. You go to war with the Navy you certainly don't go to war with the Navy you just have on paper. So fact of the matter is, you got to get them, got to build them. That's more important than exactly how many cells, how many missiles it carries. Sideshow now, while I'm wearing this helmet. Well, I'm not finished, but working my way through Team Yankee by Harold Coyle. Boy, it's a good one. And I'll be giving my 2 cents on that as soon as I'm finished with it. I'm awful close, probably finish it the next day or 2, but it's a good one. World War III tankers, West Germany, Soviets rolling through that Fulda Gap. Man, it's a heavy look at tank tactics, tank and mechanized infantry tactics, and about 1985 or so in West Germany. It's a blast. We'll get to that next time. And yeah, you guys have a good one. Bye.